So today I'm going to talk about chaos. So theme which is our chaos and chaos, right? So you see, the entire Earth's population is around what, 8 billion people? So right now we are playing a multiplayer game of 8 billion people making different choices, interacting with each other, which leads to results. Now, because there are so many factors in the life, I mean, there are a lot many confusions and there are lots of mistakes. When we have so many people and we have so many random factors, this leads to mistakes, and that mistake is the major reason I'm here standing for this talk. So I'm not a researcher. I'm not a researcher who has spent decades of my life researching mistakes, interviewing people who have made mistakes and trying to find out who overcome their mistakes how. I'm here as a researcher for one life, mine. So with me as an experimenter and the experiment subject, this is the mistakes and how I have overcome my mistakes. I'm going to talk about that. So what do we have? We have a quote which says to err is human, right? So taking mistakes, making mistakes is so common that we have a quote on it, to err is human. But what we don't have is on the how to correct those mistakes. So when we talk about mistakes, we have to also include the correction part as well. So just taking this example, so these are my mistakes, one of the biggest mistakes I had to overcome. So ADHD is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Many people might find it difficult to focus. That could be like some bit of attention deficit. Now it is developed because of cell phones. And then hyperactivity disorder is like people who have too much energy. It's like I used to get stressed when I was standing still at a bus stop. So at a bus stop from one end, I used to constantly pace from this end of bus stop to other end of bus stop because I used to get stressed if I was still. I was so impatient and I couldn't focus at all. It's like it takes me what, 5 minutes maybe to get distracted with something else. So like the procrastination brain talk by Tim Morgan, I was very easy to distract. Then I was a problem whiner. I mean, we all have problems in our life. Maybe it's the professors, or maybe it's the subjects we have taken, maybe it's the stream which we are forced upon, or whatever it may be. Maybe there are not many good companies in college which I go to. So many problems we have, but instead of trying to think about ways to solve the problem, we whine about the problem. That makes us feel better. So it's the being problem whiner. I was a bad listener. I was a very bad listener. I mean, I was a good speaker, so I always used to jump to conclusions with the books I had read, and I used to jump to conclusion. I was never a good listener. I had a low EQ, emotional intelligence, which is like second most important thing. I would say some people say top most important thing for success in life. I didn't have that. Or the fifth thing is like I was articulate, but I was not engaging. I was not very coherent. I used to jump from one thing to another. So these were the mistakes which I have tried to correct over past 3-4 years. And the talk which we are going to have is like how do we overcome the mistakes? So the topic being cacophony, the chaos of choices, the confusion. So if you want to start a company, then it's very risky, and because of the risk, we get afraid and we go for a safe thing. Why do many people choose engineering? Because engineering has given security, engineering has given job to many people in the past. And that's why we are choosing engineering now. Why? Because we don't want to be unsafe, we don't want to be uncertain. And that's why in our instinct to organize, to minimize the chaos, the uncertainty, the confusion, the stress, we kind of order it, and in all that thing, we miss out on very important thing in life. The mistakes are also part of this chaos, and this mistake is one of the truly beautiful things in life. So, and it can lead to lots and lots of amazing results. So here on the screen, I have a person playing guitar. The only difference between this person and this person is time. Time of 3 million years. It took only 3 million years to go from the monkey to a human. A species which is one of the weakest species on the planet Earth. If we are fighting to the death with dog, will not only lose with dog, but snakes, tigers, lions, whatever it may be. We are one of the weakest species, but we are the dominant species on earth. And moving from monkeys and apes to the humanity, that all was through a mistake. I've always wondered why did humans originate from Africa? If you kind of read upon evolution, it said the entire humanity, Homo sapiens, they all emerged from Africa. And I was very curious about it. I tried to find out why that is. So it turns out, sometime back in past, around 3 million years ago, and or sometime before that, North America and South America were one country. So they were attached and there were no distance between them. So when they separated, what happened was there are water currents in seas. So if you have seen Finding Nemo movie, then there are water currents through which the father goes to search for his son. Or we are here in India, so our monsoon rains, they are for El Nino, El Nina. These are water currents. So when North and South America separated, the water current which was getting reflected from the American continent, it started going through it. That led to weather changing in Africa. It led to all the trees getting deforested in Africa, and that's why monkeys were forced to come on ground, and that started the human evolution. So a random event, a random mistake entirely started this movement. And it's not just one thing. And if you have seen this TV show Westworld, all the memes which I'm including in the session, you can find where it is from at the bottom part. So this, this is a quote from Westworld wherein evolution forged the entirety of life, entire biodiversity with just one tool, which is mistake. And that tool is available to us as well. So the first cellular animals, they began by mistake. There was a molecules, carbon molecules, it is called a soup of life. With random lightnings and something, they came together in a certain pattern that formed first building blocks of proteins from which life was created. Then dinosaurs, all that evolution led to dinosaurs, and an asteroid by mistake destroyed all of them. That led to mammals becoming a dominant species. We are mammals. So mammals to monkeys to humans, all of this generation, all of this changed, happened because of mistake. And this mistake, this entire mistake is the reason for all the growth. That is what I am going to talk. When we stop making mistakes, we stop growing. Because we look down on mistakes, we stop growing. Sure, mistake can lead us to take a step back, but it can also lead to take a step forward. And that's what mistakes are all about. When we try to avoid mistakes, we also try avoid the possible progress which might happen in life. That's why it is very important to embrace mistakes and move through them and learn through mistake. It's a very important part of life. So mistakes, first mindset change we have to do is look at this as mistakes are not the villain. Mistakes are not bad, mistakes are good for us. So what happens is this, like every society, whether it is relatives or extended relatives, friends, everybody shames anyone who is imperfect, anyone who is different. And that's why we as an instinct, we don't want to, let's say, stick out. So anybody who is not fitting the default pattern, that gets orchestrated by society, and that's where the problem is. When we stop treating mistake like a villain, when we start treating mistakes as our friends, that is when truly we'll make a mind shift towards actually growing. So this is from an anime called as Assassination Classroom. I watch a lot of animes, as you might have already noticed. This is from an anime called as One Punch Man. So clapping guys, they are the anime fans. Rest start watching animes. Anyways, so this quote is from an anime called as Assassination Classroom, and in which the amazing quote, the quote says, all mistakes we do in life, they are part of the developmental process. We cannot be perfect the first time. That's why it is called a mistake. It's a random chance. We have to keep going through the mistakes. The first iteration might be wrong. Second iteration might be wrong. Third iteration might be wrong. And when we keep doing that again and again and again, only then we will move through it. Only then we'll actually arrive at perfection. So that's the role of mistakes. That's what mistake role is all about. We can fail as many times as we want, as long as we are learning through it. So mistakes are our learning part. And one of the places where mistakes are actually encouraged is video games. So how many gamers here? Oh, quite a lot, nice. Whether it is PUBG or CS or any other game, So we are never perfect the first time. How do we learn in game? We learn through failures. We try again and again and again, and we learn from all of our mistakes. That is what is learning from failures. So in artificial intelligence, there is a concept called as reinforcement learning. So engineering talk now here. So the video game which I was talking about, that video game is this environment. Okay. So what happens is, if we want to learn, if you want to teach a machine to learn from a video game, what we have to do is we have to take different actions. So different actions act on the environment, and based on whether that action was right or wrong, based on the reward or penalty, the system learns. So one of the most important things needed for a system to learn is taking different actions. When we take different actions, when you take different mistakes, through those mistakes is how we learn. So artificial intelligence, which is derived from our intelligence is created through this thing. We taking different actions, some of them working out, some of them not working out. And through that we lead to the growth. So this is the growth, and this quote is very popular. Edison, when he kind of like found out a filament which was actually, this lights up the bulbs which we have in our houses. So that was possible because he tried 10,000 different filaments. If every experiment which failed, it was not actually used to learn from them, then that mistake was a failure. A mistake is a mistake if we do not learn from it. So the first mindset shift we have to do is like stop treating mistakes as bad guys. People who have 10 years of experience, if they have not learned from every year of experience, then they are making the same mistakes in their entire life. People keep on living their life, repeating the same problems again and again and again without truly learning. That is not a sign of someone intelligent. We have to learn from our mistakes, and as long as we keep on trying different things, we'll find out stuff which works. That is what we actually want to do. So first shift we have to do is treat mistakes as our friends, not enemies. Okay. Then second mind shift. Second mind shift which we have to do is like first keep an open mind. There is a one very fun psychology experiment. So it is Rosen-Han experiment, something, I don't think I'm pronouncing that name right. So what happened was a psychology professor. He hired few people, normal people, maybe his colleagues or friends or something. And they kind of like changed their background, and the psychology professor admitted himself to insane asylum, saying that he was insane. And his assignment was prove the authorities that he is not insane. And it took him more than 4 or 5 months to convince them. Why? A sane guy, a psychology professor couldn't convince the authorities that he is actually sane, because anybody who he was trying to convince, they did not have an open mind. It is confirmation bias. We believe what we want to believe. We believe we are not making mistakes. That's why we never look at the ways we could correct them. So there is a quote in martial arts called as empty your cup. It doesn't mean forget what you have learned. Empty your cup means make space in your cup. Open your mind so that you are more receptive to the possible advices coming from the situation, and you can correct them. So the second mind shift which we have to do is open our mind. Once we open our mind, once we stop denying our mistakes, only then we can start progressing. So that's the second mind shift which we want to do. So when we truly make this mind shift, that is when we'll truly start learning from our mistakes. That is very, very important. This is very important shift for a student, or someone who is in their professional life, or maybe towards the end of your career. It doesn't matter. As long as you start learning from the mistake, you'll start growing. That's one of the most important shifts you can do. Have courage to face your mistakes and correct them. Many people don't do that for their entire lifetime. I did not do that until I was 27 years old. This session which I'm giving, it is some of the things which I've tried in past 3 years. So when we start actually keeping an open mind, then we can actually learn from the mistakes instead of denying them. We all have troubles in our life. We could be some weak at study, or weak at some relationships, or maybe performance or focus, whatever it may be. Have open mind, face the mistakes and correct them. That's the mind shift number 2. So when we have that, that is when we have a truly open mind. So eyes are useless when our mind is closed. Without open mind, nothing is going. Even if God Himself appear in front of us and gave us advice, if we are not open to the advice, it's going to be falling on deaf ears. So open mind. Third mind shift we should be making is how do we look at mistakes? We should learn to look at mistakes in a different manner. What happens whenever we are looking at mistakes is like we look at them as problem. And Batman, oh, cool. So, first was Dark Knight. That's where I started. Now, this quote is from the first movie, Batman Begins, wherein Alfred he tells young Bruce Wayne, he says, "Why do we fall? We fall so that we can learn to pick ourselves up. Why do we make mistakes? Because we want to learn to correct them." That is the mind shift if we do in our thought process. Then we can actually start focusing on the lesson from the mistake instead of problems in the mistake. So mistakes are not bad, they are very useful and they actually lead to lots of lessons, life lessons, only if you have open mind to them. So another anime called as Food Wars, and from this he says, he has made some mistake in one of the competitions he's having and he's extremely flippant about it. He doesn't take that mistake seriously. Why? Because he has taken the lesson from the mistake seriously. He is not being casual about the entire life. He's being casual about the mistake he has made. But he's being very serious about the lesson he has learned from that mistake. This is how we should be in our life. We should be extremely serious about the lesson from the mistake. Okay? Then, mistakes are useful. They can lead to lots of unexpected achievements. X-rays were invented as mistake. Antibiotics were invented as mistake. Many of the scientific achievements are from mistake. So sudden creative thought processes, breakthroughs, even Eureka word, which was like, displacement of an object is proportional to volume. That Eureka was a moment when he was having a bath. So mistakes. So random things lead to random results which can lead to our growth. So mistakes are useful and we should look at them positively. Okay. So this is the third mindset we should be making. And then how do we learn to do that? We have to learn to train our mind. We have to train our mind to look at the mistake not as a problem, but as an opportunity to learn. So we have to remind ourselves to look at the mistake as a learning opportunity. I have done that for 6-7 months. It took me 6-7 months of constant trying to focus on the learning. Then I started to have a bit more positive reaction towards mistake. Otherwise, a mistake kind of used to stress me out. My heart used to race. I wear Fitbit all the time, so I could actually trace my heart rate. So I could see if I am making mistake, my heart rate would shot up. So because I wasn't looking at mistakes as opportunity. When you look at the mistakes as opportunity, that's when the true growth is possible. So look at the mistake as opportunity to grow. And that's the mind shift. And when we actually look at the mistake as opportunity to grow, then despite all the backlash of society and people being critical, we can still actually take it without any problem. We can still be positive about all the aberration, all the mistakes, all the criticism, all the comparison, because we are truly having fun learning from the mistakes. So we have to make our mindset, or change our mindset to learn from the mistakes. Then we are free. We are free from the judgments of society. We are free to learn from the mistakes without any problem. That's the mind shift. And how do we do that? That's my final point. We have to learn to look at mistakes differently. We have to train our mind to focus not at the mistake, but at the lesson. And how do we do that? The answer is maintain a diary. So if you have mind not to, let's say, repeat your mistake, you want to train your mind to learn from the mistake, maintain a mistake diary. So there is this anime called as Baby Steps, which is my favorite anime, in which this character, in 1 year, he becomes a better player than other players who have been playing tennis for a decade. He learns more in 1 year than other people have learned in 10 through notes. In 1 year, he has written 20 such notes. Okay. And what he does is, in every shot he has taken, in every mistake he has made, he has learned through every mistake. And because of that effort, he has actually improved much more than other people have improved in 10 years. So make a mistake diary and start to focus on the lessons from the mistakes, not the actual mistake. So you make a mistake diary and parallelly you maintain a lesson diary, and they go hand in hand. and do that for 6 months, 10 months, then truly you'll start looking at mistakes not as your enemies, but as your friend, and you'll start learning from it. See, this is a fact. In many movies, a hero goes through breakup, heroine kind of like dumps him because he's poor. Then because of the breakup, he becomes very driven. In next 5 years, he creates a big empire, huge company. And that all happened because he suddenly changed his mind. So there are movies made on such revolution. Movies are made on such not slow and steady change, but sudden abrupt change. But guys like Warren Buffett, guys who go slow and steady, movies are not created on them. Documentaries are created on them. So, if we actually want to go slow and steady and start learning from our mistakes, that's our aim. We should aim not to be someone like a movie star. We want to be the guy on whose a documentary is made. And that is what our thought process should be about. We should actually look at this opportunity. So, this is from anime whose t-shirt which I'm wearing right now, One Punch Man. This hero, Saitama, he says, human beings are strong because we have ability to change ourselves. And this ability is what leads to all of the growth from our mistakes. Other species cannot control what to learn from the mistake. We can. That's why we are the dominant species. So with this in mind, we should keep our entire life into perspective. So this is from the calendar, Wade Birdwise life calendar, wherein one row is 30 years, one row is 3 years. So currently I'm almost towards end of 29. So the row which I'm at is this row, the one below 30. So in past 3 years, I've started following the preaching thing which I just did. And in the 1 year, my mistake diary is more than 250 pages right now. And the things which I have learned from my mistake in past 3 years is step by step. I've learned to be more patient. I've been meditating for past 3 years, half an hour every day at least. I have learned to take ownership instead of whining about the problems. I have learned growth mindset. I have learned to look at mistakes as a learning opportunity. I have learned to listen better. If you ask my friends, they can attest to that. I have learned to kind of be more self-aware, manage my emotions, mood swings, stress, and then creative thinking, coherent thought line, and engagement speaking. So all of these things, storytelling and engagement speaking, these 10 things, these are my learning lessons from past 3 years. The exponential growth is not exponential in the beginning. Exponential growth is only exponential at the end of the path. And many people stop that path because they get bored. I don't see any results right now. I'm in a hurry. Give me results quickly. That's why we don't go in the mistake learning path. But when we actually truly start learning from them, that's when we'll truly start actually learning from our mistakes. So success is not a linear line. Success is a random walk towards it. And this random walk is only possible if we are learning from all the mistakes we make. So I invite you to start making mistakes diary and start learning from your mistakes. And you can make a similar 3-year check mark in your life, and you can look at how differently your life has turned up just because you started learning from the mistakes you make. So thank you.